Hello, and welcome back to Easy English Chats, the podcast where two friends just chat, naturally, casually, and in simple English.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here. Whether you're listening on your commute, at the gym, or maybe lying on your sofa doing absolutely nothing,
Which is very valid, by the way.
very valid. We're glad you're with us. I'm Eva.
And I'm Paul. And today's topic, this one's going to be fun.
It really is. Today, we are talking about our love-hate relationship with smartphones.
Love, hate, sometimes both at the same time.
Exactly. We're going to talk about screen time, like how much is too much, which apps we're totally addicted to, and whether you ever just put your phone on Do Not Disturb to get a moment of peace.
Because honestly, sometimes you just need to breathe.
You really do. Okay, so if you've ever picked up your phone to check the time and then looked up 45 minutes later wondering what happened,
Guilty.
this episode is for you. Let's get into it.
So, Eva, let's just start with the big question. Do you think you use your phone too much?
Yes. Absolutely yes. 100% yes. And I'm not even embarrassed to say it anymore. I checked my screen time last Sunday and it was 6 hours.
6 hours in one day?
In one day, on a Sunday, when I was supposed to be relaxing.
I mean, is that relaxing though? For some people, scrolling through their phone is how they relax.
Okay, that's a fair point, but I wasn't doing anything purposeful. I was just drifting. You know that feeling? You open Instagram and then somehow you end up watching a video of someone making pasta in Italy, and you think, how did I get here?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. That's the algorithm. It just pulls you in.
It's designed to pull you in. That's the scary part. These apps are literally built to keep you scrolling.
Right. I read somewhere that the average person checks their phone something like 96 times a day. That's once every 10 minutes.
That's a lot. That's actually quite alarming when you say it out loud.
It is, and I think the thing is, we don't even realize we're doing it half the time. It becomes totally automatic, like you sit down and your hand just reaches for the phone.
Muscle memory.
Exactly, muscle memory. You're not even thinking about it.
So what about you, Paul? What does your screen time look like? Be honest.
Okay, so mine is usually around 4 hours, which sounds better than 6,
It does sound better, yes.
but I work on my phone a lot, so probably 2 of those are actually work. Emails, messages, that sort of thing.
Okay, that's a bit different then. Work doesn't really count the same way.
I think so. But even so, the other 2 hours, I'm not exactly reading Shakespeare with that time, am I?
No, probably not. So what are you doing? What are your most used apps?
Honestly, YouTube is probably number 1. I watch a lot of videos. Tech stuff mostly. Reviews, tutorials. I tell myself it's educational.
Do you, though? Is it really educational?
Sometimes. But sometimes it's just a guy reviewing a blender at midnight, and I don't know why I'm watching it.
That is so specific. Okay, for me, my worst app is definitely TikTok, without a doubt.
Oh, TikTok is a black hole.
It is a complete black hole. There is no bottom to TikTok. You just scroll and scroll and scroll, and the videos are so short that you always think, oh, just one more, and then it's an hour.
That's by design, right? The short videos mean your brain gets a little reward every 15 seconds.
Exactly. It's very clever and very dangerous for my productivity.
So, have you ever tried to limit yourself? Like set a timer or an app limit?
Oh, yes, many times. I set a 30-minute limit on TikTok once, and do you know what I did when the notification came up saying, "You've reached your limit"?
You ignored it.
I pressed ignore limit so fast I didn't even hesitate. What is the point of the limit if I just turn it off immediately?
The limit has to come from inside the house, Eva.
Exactly. It has to come from within. But seriously, I do think willpower is really hard when the apps are designed to be addictive.
I agree. I think that's an important thing to say. It's not just about self-control. These companies have entire teams of people whose job it is to keep you on the app as long as possible.
Right. So when people say just put your phone down, it sounds simple, but it's actually fighting against something very powerful.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about Do Not Disturb. Do you use it?
Yes, I love Do Not Disturb. I think it's one of the best features ever invented.
Really? I'm surprised. You seem very attached to your phone.
I am attached to my phone, but I'm also a person who needs quiet. So at night, from about 10 o'clock, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb and I don't look at it.
That's actually really disciplined.
Well, it took me a long time to get there. I used to sleep with my phone right next to my bed, and I'd check it in the middle of the night if I woke up. And that is terrible for sleep, by the way.
Oh, completely terrible. The blue light from the screen tells your brain it's daytime.
Exactly. So now my phone charges on the other side of the room, and it's on Do Not Disturb from 10 p.m. And honestly, my sleep is so much better.
See, I use Do Not Disturb during meetings or when I'm trying to focus on something. But at night, I'm a bit worried I'll miss something important.
Like what? What is so important at 2 in the morning?
I don't know. An emergency?
Paul, when was the last time you had a 2 a.m. emergency?
Never, actually.
Right. The notifications can wait.
Okay, fair enough. You've convinced me. Maybe I'll try it. We're sounding very old right now.
We are, but I think younger generations have grown up with smartphones. So for them, it's totally normal to be half present in a conversation and half on your phone. Whereas for us, we remember a time before smartphones.
I remember getting my first smartphone and thinking it was magic, like the whole internet in my pocket.
Same. It genuinely felt like the future. And in many ways, it is amazing. I can video call my family who live in another country. I can get directions anywhere. I can listen to any song ever made.
The positives are real. I think that's the love part of the love-hate relationship.
Exactly. The technology itself is incredible. It's just the relationship we have with it that gets complicated.
Right. It's like the phone is a great tool, but we let it become something more, like a habit, almost a compulsion.
And I think more and more people are starting to push back on that, like the whole digital detox trend. Have you ever done one?
A proper one? No, I've thought about it, but I always find the reason not to. I need it for work. What if someone needs me?
The excuses are always there. I did one for a weekend once, no social media for the whole weekend, and it was actually fine. Like, at first, it felt really uncomfortable, but then by Sunday, I felt quite calm.
Because you weren't getting that constant stream of information and comparison.
Yes, social media especially can be very stressful without you even realizing. You're constantly seeing what other people are doing, what they look like, where they're traveling, and it creates this low-level anxiety.
The comparison trap. That's a really important point. And I think that's why a lot of people report feeling worse after spending a lot of time on social media, even though they keep going back to it.
Because in the moment it feels entertaining, but overall it drains you.
It's a bit like junk food. Feels good while you're eating it, not so great afterwards.
That is a perfect analogy. Smartphone junk food.
So what's the answer? Should we all just throw our phones into the ocean?
That does sound appealing sometimes, but no. I think it's about being more intentional. Like, instead of picking up your phone out of habit, actually deciding, okay, I'm going to spend 20 minutes on Instagram, and then I'm going to put it down.
Being in control rather than being controlled.
Exactly. And I think setting some small boundaries makes a big difference. Like no phones in the bedroom, or no phones for the first hour after you wake up.
Oh, that one is hard. A lot of people, and I include myself, check their phone almost immediately after waking up.
And that puts you straight into reactive mode. You wake up and immediately you're responding to other people's needs, emails, messages, news,
Before you've even had a cup of coffee.
before you've even fully woken up. So I've been trying, not always successfully, to have at least 30 minutes in the morning before I look at my phone. And I find that those 30 minutes are the most peaceful part of my day.
That's something I want to try. Genuinely, this conversation has made me think.
Me too, honestly. Like, I know all of this and I still struggle with it. I think most people do.
It's an ongoing thing. It's not like you solve it once and you're done. It's something you have to keep thinking about.
Absolutely. And I think the first step is just being aware, like noticing when you're reaching for your phone out of boredom or anxiety rather than because you actually need it.
And maybe asking yourself, what am I avoiding right now? Because sometimes we pick up the phone because we don't want to sit with the feeling.
Ooh, that's deep, Paul, getting philosophical.
It's the podcast effect. It makes me thoughtful.
I like it. Okay, I think that's a beautiful note to end the main conversation on. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
I just say smartphones are genuinely incredible tools, and we're lucky to have them. But it's worth remembering that we're in charge, not the app. Or at least we should be.
Perfectly said. And to our listeners, wherever you're listening right now, if you're on your phone, I hope it's just to listen to us.
And if you have your phone face down on the table so you can focus on us, we appreciate you.
All right, everyone, that is it for today's episode of Easy English Chats.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We really do appreciate every single listener.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please share it with someone who is learning English or someone who also has a complicated relationship with their phone.
Which is basically everyone.
Basically, everyone. And if you have any thoughts on today's topic, do you think you use your phone too much? What's your most used app? We'd love to hear from you.
Feel free to leave a message here on YouTube.
Okay, take care of yourselves, put your phone down occasionally, go outside, breathe some fresh air.
And we will see you next week for another episode of Easy English Chats.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in.